Alright guys, K5C3 here and welcome to another one of these. We are going to be doing the, if it goes correctly, Extreme Rules 2015 simulations, predictions, sorry. I haven't played WWE 2K15 for the last 3 weeks now, so I took a break from it for a little bit and just focus on other things. Haven't bothered to do any Superstar threads. I think the last time I played it was probably just days after the Warrior DLC came out, and I was going to do a video discussing my thoughts on every single 2K Showcase mode as well as the DLCs, but who knows, I'll probably do that video soon so people can get an insight on what I think of 2K15 now that every single piece of DLC is out and what I like to see for 2K16. So yeah, I might do that in the next couple weeks. So I haven't played 2K15 for a little while, but I will be going down through my predictions once again. I did not do a video discussing my WWE Fastlane predictions. I just remembered about that. You know, as when I got 2K15, I didn't do Survivor Series. I was able to do TLC. I didn't get around to do. Oh, maybe I did do Royal Rumble. Did I do Royal Rumble? I think I did do Royal Rumble. I can't remember, but if I didn't, I apologise. But I think the only ones I've done was TLC and WrestleMania, and now I'm not doing, surprisingly, another one of these. But I do have some other things in my mind which I might do simulations on, but who knows. But anyway, let's run down the matches that will be held down for Sunday 26th of April 2015, which is today. As I'm recording this, it's just 12:30 AM, so it's way past midnight, and let's just run down all the matches that are going to be happening at Extreme Rules. So first on the cards, because I've got everything here on my iPad. So first of all, we got the pre-show, which will be the WWE Tag Team Championships on the line, with Cesaro and Tyson Kidd putting them on the line against the number one contenders, the New Day. The New Day winning the number one contenders match against the Lucha Dragons, and so they won the match against Lucha Dragons via count out. That was by the help of Xavier Woods, who was holding Sin Cara's legs while he was hiding under the ring, and then, you know, winning by the count out, which I just think is a cheap, foolish thing. Man, but all I can really say about this, I mean, like, look at the tag team division now. We've got the New Day, we've got the Lucha Dragons, we've got Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, we've got Los Matadores, we've got the Usos, but I think, is it Jay that's currently on injury at the moment, so he's going to be out for a while. And I mean, we've also got the Ascension as well, and the Primetime Players, but the Primetime Players haven't really been doing it as much. They've just been cutting up promos, making fun of the other tag teams, which I think is just ridiculous. It's good to see them back together, though they're just taking the mick of everyone else. I would have liked to see Los Matadores or the Lucha Dragons step up to the plate for this, but who knows. We've got the New Day for this, which will be Big E Langston and Kofi Kingston going up against the champions. In my mind, when it comes to the New Day, only Big E and Kofi I can see that really stand out. Xavier Woods, obviously no one really enjoyed his time as a singles competitor, though with joining the New Day. I thought it was going quite well until it just went downhill and saying that everyone sucks. For me personally, I wouldn't necessarily suck. I think most of all, Kofi Kingston is the one guy that they should be cheering for, just because of all the stuff that he's done. I mean, like, come on, he has been a former tag team champion in the continental United States. He's held pretty much nearly every single title except for like the WWE World Heavyweight title. Big E being a former Intercontinental Champion, and Xavier Woods hasn't really done anything. And also just looking at this as Cesaro being a former US champion and Tyson Kidd being a former tag team champion as well. When I look at this match, I don't really care too much about this, but I'm just gonna go with my word and just say that Tyson Kidd and Cesaro will retain the WWE Tag Team titles, and hopefully something for Payback. Hopefully the Lucha Dragons step up to the plate for this, and we'll see what goes on from there. Next we have, I'm just going to go randomly because it's all in order from like the main event to like the ridiculous matches. So the next one, I'm just going to say Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper in a Chicago street fight. This has been going way after WrestleMania, where Dean Ambrose was in the match with Luke Harper on SmackDown. It went to a no contest because Luke Harper powerbombed Ambrose through the announce table, as you may know. And then obviously Ambrose cost Harper the match when he was facing Ryback on Monday Night Raw. And then there was another match with Ambrose and Harper on SmackDown, but that went to a no contest as they were fighting outside. And now we've just got this match at Extreme Rules, which is a Chicago street fight. I really have no cares for this match. I don't even know where I don't know why they've actually put this for Extreme Rules, but they should have just done this on Raw or something, like a no disqualification, no count, pretty much like a no holds barred match. I would have liked to see that, but we got this for Extreme Rules. But what are you going to do? But I'm just going to say, for the record, Dean Ambrose, being my favourite guy personally, I am actually looking to see Ambrose just pick up the win for this one. Enough said. Next we have the Intercontinental Championship. Now, will this match happen? I have no clue, because of the status that Daniel Bryan's in now, with supposedly has an injury. And then the whole thing happened with Sheamus returning and becoming heel with his new look and everything. So when it all comes down to it, I'm just trying to look at the background here, so I apologise, guys. Yeah. So Bad News Barrett cost Bryan the match against Sheamus. Daniel Bryan supposedly having an injury, that's one bad thing. This is kind of like a repeat to last year when Daniel Bryan went into Extreme Rules and he had the whole thing with the injury with his neck and everything, and then he still managed to retain the title against Kane, which, what a match that was. And now it's kind of like the same for this year, though Daniel Bryan being on the mid card and he's putting the title on the line against the man he beat, even though Bad News Barrett says he is still the true champion. We'll find out at Extreme Rules if Daniel Bryan is able to compete. Daniel Bryan finally winning the Intercontinental Championship, I kind of knew that was going to be happening anyway. He just got put in the match. He wasn't really involved with the whole Intercontinental title, changing hands, because Ambrose had it for a while, and then R-Truth, and it went over to Luke Harper, and it just all went from there. And now that Bryan's got this supposedly injury on his hands, and he's got to face Barrett at Extreme Rules, I don't know what's going to come up next, but I do hope that Daniel Bryan is well enough to compete this Sunday, and hopefully he was able to retain the title against Bad News Barrett. So Bad News Barrett can stop all the stuff saying that he's going to be a 6-time champion. Or is it a 6-time champion? I have no clue. But my honest opinion, Daniel Bryan will retain the Intercontinental Championship at Extreme Rules. Now the next match that we have, we got the Divas Championship on the line. Nikki Bella going up against Naomi, which previously it was supposed to be Paige that was supposed to go and face Nikki Bella at Extreme Rules, but Naomi has now turned heel. And when I look at Naomi, it doesn't actually feel like she's turned heel at all. Just like, okay, attacking Paige, that was about it, because we all know that Naomi had like 2 consecutive wins over Nikki on Monday Night Raw, and that was a non-title match. I understand that, but you know, now Paige has an injury and she's off for a little while. We've got Naomi and Nikki. Nikki Bella winning the championship since Survivor Series, I want to say. When she defeated AJ Lee with just a cheap sucker punch thanks to Brie. And now with Paige out of the question, Naomi was able to defeat her sister Brie, so she will become number 1 contender, the new number 1 contender for the championship. So as I look at this match, Nikki Bella being a former champion, Naomi will this be the time that Naomi finally becomes Divas champion? I have no clue what's going to go down for this event. I'm just going to throw it all out now. I don't know whether I believe that Naomi could win this match. I have no clue. I don't know whether like Paige will show up costing her the match. Probably just like show up on the Titan watching over, and Naomi notices her and Nikki picks up the win. I have no clue. Even though I have been reading up, nothing related to Extreme Rules, but I did hear that Tamina Snuka, who hasn't been in the match since last year, I was heard that she returned from some live shows. So I don't know whether Tamina will return after Extreme Rules. I have no clue, but if she does, I do think that Tamina is just going to go right up to the championship plate and take on Nikki Bella. I don't even know. But I do think that if Naomi was to win, hopefully when Paige comes back, Paige has that title opportunity and she'll have that against Naomi. Probably for, I don't know, I say Money in the Bank. I don't know whether that's going to happen at Payback. I think there's going to be a rematch with Naomi and Nikki at Payback. And then while Paige comes back, I don't know, it might be a triple threat with Nikki, Naomi and Paige. But as I look down at this, most people have been saying they want Naomi to win. But for me personally, I do think that Nikki will still hold on to the title till I do want to say up until Battlegrounds, which is the pay-per-view before. Is it before? Yeah, I do think that's before SummerSlam. So I do think Nikki is able to drop the title at Battlegrounds, if not Money in the Bank. So I'm going to say Nikki Bella retaining the title, Naomi still having these rematch opportunities, and then by the time Paige comes back, it will be a triple threat. So I'm going to say Nikki Bella for the win, retaining the Divas Championship. Next up, we've got Dolph Ziggler versus the returning Sheamus, and this match, I don't know why this was set up, but we've got Sheamus coming back with the new look, as I mentioned, and now Sheamus has set up a match with Dolph Ziggler, and whoever wins, the loser will have to get on their hands and knees and kissing the other guy's arse in a kiss me arse match. Sheamus or Dolph Ziggler? Well, Sheamus with a new look. I do like. To be honest, I've heard these new theme. I do actually like that much more, so we don't have to listen to written in my face anymore. So Sheamus with a new look, I have no clue. I think Dolph Ziggler is the guy to actually do it. I mean, like, we've seen him at Survivor Series. He took out like pretty much 3 other guys, and that was amazing. Even though, Sting showed up and didn't help Ziggler. for Survivor Series. Ziggler's been one of those guys where it's just, things are turning great for him, ever since he's joined that Survivor Series. And now look where he is now. Dolph Ziggler obviously wants his hands on Sheamus. He wants to humiliate, Sheamus wants to humiliate Dolph Ziggler. I do think the tables will turn at Extreme Rules. I'm just gonna put this down as to say that Dolph Ziggler will probably defeat Sheamus. If not, Sheamus, I don't think anyone likes Sheamus now just because of the new look, but to me personally, I do think that the whole thing with the beard and the mohawk, that does look, I do actually think that's quite better looking for him, even though it does look weird. But Dolph Ziggler, man, I don't know what's going to go down for this match. I don't know if there's going to be any interference for this match. I have no clue. Probably something by the likes of Neville showing up costing Sheamus the match. I have no idea. But I'm just going to put right down to it and just to say Dolph Ziggler will win that match, and Sheamus has to kiss Ziggler's arse. So I'm going to say Dolph Ziggler for winning that one. Now we've got the rematch for the third time. We've seen Rusev defeat Cena at Fastlane, surprisingly. Cena defeating Rusev at WrestleMania. And now we get to see this again for Extreme Rules. But this will now be, it kind of reminds me of the Texas Bull Rope match, but this will be a Russian chain match for the United States Championship. Where do I go from here? Rusev been defeated for the very first time, and that was at WrestleMania. Cena going at it again. I do think that Cena will again once hold on to the title. I don't think Rusev needs that United States title anymore, because, well, I think he's done pretty much nearly everything that he's done just to show that he was the champion. And now, Cena hasn't held the United States title for about 10 years. Cena will win the match. I'm just going to put that hands down. Cena will win. I did say, times before when Rusev was in matches, against the likes of Jack Swagger, the likes of the Big Show, Biggie Langston, the guys like that, which I thought, they were going to win. Especially Mark Henry. I just remembered about that one. But yeah, again, we've seen Cena, that he can actually defeat Rusev. I do think that he's going to do it again. So I'm just going to say Cena retains the United States title, and then we get to see more of these US Open challenges. I do think probably at some point we're going to see the likes of Neville probably stepping up to the plate. We could see someone from NXT showing up. There has been some speculation going on that Finn Balor was supposed to surprisingly show up to the US Open Challenge. I did see video footage of a simulation from Delzinski, aka Vintage Shizzle. You can check that on his channel. I'll put a link down below. And that was awesome. But who knows what the US Open Challenge, who will come back and or who will show up and face Cena for the US title. But as I said, I'm kind of rambling on, but I'm just going to say John Cena for winning the match, retaining the US title, so we get to see more of these US Open challenges. Next we have Roman Reigns versus Big Show in the Last Man Standing match. I can kind of agree with Stevie Breach. Roman Reigns has had a crazy year thus far, winning the Rumble. Where is it? Can't even find it now. So yeah, Reigns winning the Rumble, and then he had to put the opportunity at Fastlane against Daniel Bryan. Then he had that match at WrestleMania with Lesnar, and then obviously Seth Rollins had to cash in, and then and that happened, and now it just went through with Big Show Now, you know, Big Show cost Reigns the triple threat match that happens with Orton and Ryback, number one contender for the WWE World Heavyweight title against Seth Rollins. And, you know, that following week, Reigns was chokeslammed by a Big Show on top of the taxi cab during, you know, the UK tour. And then on SmackDown, Big Show wanted to face Reigns at Extreme Rules in the Last Man Standing match. It's a crazy year for Roman Reigns. I do think that Roman Reigns will probably step up to the plate, even though I do think that there has been rumours that there could be an interference during the match. Probably, I think the whole thing with Bray Wyatt teasing the whole promo and everything, we've all been speculating what's going on with Bray Wyatt, because he got defeated by Undertaker at WrestleMania with all those stupid promos, and now he's doing it again. So I do think that Big Show will win the match, kind of like how it was Ambrose versus Rollins at Hell in a Cell, and then Bray Wyatt just suddenly came back and then cost Ambrose the match, and then the whole feud went on between the two of them. And it could be like that, so it could be a new feud going on between Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt, and that could go on for a little bit. And yeah, so I do think that Big Show will probably pick up the win thanks to the interference by Bray Wyatt. And then finally we've got the main event itself, a steel cage match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship with Kane as the cage gatekeeper. And not only that, Orton is banned from using the RKO. And we also had some other news that the curb stomp is no longer being used due to there has been some things going on where if Rollins would use the curb stomp, there could be some slight sort of injuries and concussions, and I do kind of agree with that. I have, you know, when I look back at the footage of the curb stomp, I just I don't know. It just kind of feels like, wow, that is kind of nerve-wracking to see, but yeah. But Seth Rollins and Orton, obviously Kane has been going on, you know, the whole thing with Rollins. I do think that Kane will probably do something. There has been some speculation going on that Kane might leave the Authority, which I do think is true. Kane will probably go on a feud with Seth Rollins after Extreme Rules, I don't know. Kane will probably attack J&J Security if Orton was to escape or anything, and that will just cost Rollins the match, and Orton will become champion again, which would be, you know, that would just be shocking in a way, though. I don't know how to explain this, but I do think Kane will probably do something during the match and just probably cost Rollins the match. I don't know whether Orton would accidentally use the RKO during the match so that Orton gets disqualified and Rollins retains the title. I don't know if that will happen, but we'll have to see. But in all honesty, because Rollins won the title when he cashed in at WrestleMania, I do think he will retain. I do think Rollins will win by disqualification though, and then he retains the title. So then we could see another match, probably for Payback, where Orton will face Rollins again, but Kane will probably, I don't know whether Kane's going to get added to the match at Payback, or whether that Kane would have to do some decision making after Extreme Rules. I don't know what's going to go on, but I'm just going to say Rollins winning the main event and retaining the championship. So that is all the matches being run down for Extreme Rules. Do let me know what your predictions are for Extreme Rules. I do like to know, and I do promise you guys that I will do simulations for WWE Payback, which is on May 17th, the day before my birthday. Yay! So And that is pretty much it. So I do hope you guys enjoyed my little predictions, and I'll see you, and I hope you do enjoy Extreme Rules 2015. I do like the Extreme Rules theme tune, by the way. Irresistible by Fall Out Boy, amazing. Do check them out if you haven't heard their music. And that is pretty much it. So thanks for watching the predictions. Again, let me know what your predictions are in the description in the comment section below. I will put the link to the the open challenge simulation with Finn Balor and Cena. It's pretty amazing. Do check out Vintage Shizzle, aka Dolzinski, out as well. I'll put his channel in the description below as well. And that is it. So I'll see you next time for more WWE stuff. Hopefully I do WWE Payback. I do promise myself that. So thanks for watching. See you guys later. And yeah, bye.